welcome to my channel. I'm going to start making this tool. It's a tool document journal, but I'm putting it in this folio that's made out. On the cover will be calico on the front and back, and inside, I've been waiting for this to arrive, is some what do you call it, wadding. It's pure cotton and it's quite thin, which I'm quite pleased about. A friend gave me a piece and I've done a sort of a practice with it, and it was quite thick. Oh, how they ended up. It was quite thick. But this is a lot thinner. Bearing in mind, as I've said before, I don't sew, so I don't know different thicknesses of wadding. I had to ask a friend who does quilting what I was getting. So I need to cut out a piece that's tall enough for a skinny document journal, but that wraps around like that. I hope all that makes sense. Okay, I was going to carry on with this, but this all needs ironing. It's all cut out ready. However, I realised I'm going to be putting a pocket along the bottom for the journal to go in. And I really need to know what sort of size journal I'm going to be doing to make sure I get the pocket the right size. So I'm taking 2 envelopes, which I'm going to, I don't know which glue, not glitter glue, stick straight in to each other, quite straightforward, like this. Hopefully that will slide in there. Yeah. There. And then I'm going to be doing the same here. Just glue this onto the back. This now gives me the idea of how thick and how big this is going to be. I've also put the signature together here. That down a bit. So this will go in like this, and for that I've got the Blue Dreams paper from Sample, and some, oh dear, I think it's, I can't remember exactly. There's Raindrop Lila in there. What I will do is link below all the kits that I've used. Now, to get the papers to this sort of size, I've also torn off pieces at the edge. And so as a consequence, I've got pieces like this free that have come off the edges. So whoops, I'm going to show you, they are going to form part of my cover as well. So I have this book page, some embossed sort of packing paper, and with this I like the way the layers have come down here, because then this is some watercolor paper, some German book page, the Gothic writing. Oops. I'll have to list all the kits below. Some of this, by the time I sew it in, I'll move up a bit and down. More book page, tea dyed paper. I think that might be paper cameo. And again, the bit I've taken off the side here, no, sorry, off the bottom, I've used to do an uptuck here. This is some Japanese calligraphy paper. These are all sort of vintage books and etc. Again, can't remember who. I think that's Chador Francais or something. I can't remember now. but I will list it all below for you. So I've done a pocket there, and this is some tea dye paper that I've then put some sprays on through a stencil, more paper, vintage receipt, some Arabic paper, and then pockets here at the front in the middle. And when is this receipt from? 1913. It's French. I've made a pocket this side with this bit, tea dye paper. There's the turned up pocket, the Japanese writing paper, up tuck, tea dye paper, book page, and I've put some washi down some of the book page. This washi that was on, oh, I'll show you here, on here, some of it tore, so instead of throwing it away, I put it onto the book page. Some paper from the kit, the German Gothic, watercolour, packaging, book page, and again, I think this was the Blue Dreams kit, this one. So to start off with, I'm just going to keep that like that and then show you what I've done for the front cover. I'm going to put this on here as a background. Then I've got the strip here of this, and you should see it tore there, but I'm still going to use it. And I have inked everything, and I'm going just to the edge there. Then I've got a piece of this, oh dear, embossed paper packaging. And I'm keeping everything level at the top. So this will be uneven, whoops, down the bottom there. Then I've got, again, a piece off of one of the pages for there, so I'm layering it. Now this idea isn't mine, this came from Amity Bloom, she was doing it. And then I think I'm going to go that way. I've got this bigger bit, which I will, there, like that. I'm only going to glue down there, and this is going to be a pocket here. And then on top of this, I have got this strip that I found. No idea where this came from, which will go there. And then I've got these, and I can't remember where these came from either. I have no idea. I will have to look it up. And I've taken one of these pictures here, and I'm just going to put that down the bottom there. And I feel that ties it all in. And then this is from the Blue Dreams kit, is a journal card, which I haven't done anything with yet, but I will. And I will put that in there in the front. And this will be the front cover. There will be some lace down here once I've sewn in the signature. And I will reinforce in here, and I'm thinking of putting some of Roxy's book pages on the inside here. I will go and glue this down now, and I will sort out the inside of the journal, but at least now with this and this, I know how big my pocket is going to need to be. And what I'm thinking is using a piece of this for the pocket along here. And I need to sort of know how, sort of whether I do it tight or a bit looser to allow for this to go in here. Probably have to be a bit looser. And what I think I'll be doing is just sewing it down there and along here. I was going to put this at the bottom. The other option is, but no, I need it quite, you need it quite deep, the pocket, so that when this goes in, it's got something to lie against, so that this then goes over and this comes over here like this. I've cut all this to size, and I've glued this onto here just round the edge so that I can sew it and it doesn't move. I'm hoping this is all going to work. I have this toile blue that, in fact, I did go with the linen and then it was just not looking nice. So I've just sort of roughly made that a fold down and glued it down. And I now need to sort of sew down here and down here. And then I will put this onto here and then sew all the way round again, all the way round here. Okay, right. Well, as you all know, and I've said many a time, I don't sew, I don't make clothes. I've only ever used a sewing machine for doing tags and things. I can't do straight lines, but it's a junk journal, isn't it? And it's a cover for a junk journal. I've managed to get this on. I sewed this onto this piece, then I glue it on with a glue stick around the edge, and then I've sewn around the edge. This, I don't know if you can see, it has got a double layer of sewing, but I'm not too worried about that. And this side has obviously only got one layer. So the journal, which isn't filled up yet, so I had to leave a bit of space here to make sure the journal, when it expands, will go in, and it will goes in like this. And then the idea is that depending on the height, I will then glue probably about there and do a tall tag down here, or journal card, tall thin tag, and glue down here. But the idea is this folds over and that folds over, and I'll wrap it with some lace, or I don't know what yet. I haven't got that far. Meanwhile, I want to do the inside, the tag. I'm using this, so I've cut this down a bit. I've got a box of my to-do box and bits and pieces I have in here, and I have this piece, and yeah, I'll use that. I'll use that because I'll cut it down there. It's quite this. It's my glue book, and it's extremely sturdy. So I will use this as the journal card. It's obviously way too big at the moment, and will need cutting down. So the idea is, if I put this sort of like that, that goes in there, and I'm going to need to cut probably about there. Let's try that. I'm going to do some collage on here. I could probably do with a little bit more. It's a little bit tight, and if I'm putting a backing on this, it may be a bit tight. That's better. Yeah. Now, I suppose about like that. So if that would come out to there, maybe over a bit more. And if I cut there, I will trim that up, and I have this that I'm going to rub it up anyway, so that will fit in there. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Right, I'm just going to rough up around the edges. Okay, I've just done that. So I also want to put a bit of my faux tape on as well. I've got some little scissors. and I've sort of roughed up and cut the edges. Actually, let's do it that way round, like that. And then on here, I want to put some book page. Got some vintage it's Dutch dictionary page. So like that. I will be trimming this off. Just fold that over there, gives me an idea of where we are. And then I've got this that came with the kit, which was originally the cover. I was hoping to use this, but thinking put that on there. This onto here, and maybe I could put something else down the bottom there. Oh, tear this off. What do you think? Need something along there, don't I? Right, what else have I got? Oh. Something like that. I quite like that. See, I do keep all these little bits. Okay, I'm going to ink. I will probably trim down there as well. I will ink. I usually ink everything just so that if any bit does show, you know you've got it inked. So, and then I think what I'm gonna, oh, that's going to be on the inside, isn't it? What I think I will do is probably finish with this one and come back with another video with some making some ephemera for the journal. Okay, right. There we go. feel like it needs label or something up here. I don't know what yet. It definitely needs something up there, I think. But it's a nice bit of collage for now and goes with the kit. Well, with the journal. I've got to try and remember where I got that from, because I wouldn't mind some more of that. I've obviously got it somewhere. Yeah, maybe a label over here so it sticks out. I don't know. I'll see, but I like that at the moment. Okay, I think I'm going to end that there. And we'll see you in the next one. I will do some ephemera for this. And then maybe a flip through. I don't know really. It depends how all this goes. Okay, well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Have a good Easter if I don't see you beforehand. Enjoy your Easter weekend. Thank you.